the antitrust lawsuit as far as Google is concerned. Now, the tech giant is facing the US government lawsuit over advertising and technology. This is the big story that is emerging at the moment. We'll continue to get you more information on this as a US judge is going to decide on online advertising and the tech monopoly as far as Google is concerned. Regulators, remember, have said that Google controls ad exchange market completely and there is a monopoly as far as ads is concerned. Google has, of course, said that the US government's case is based on an internet of yesteryears and it doesn't work like that anymore. But what does this entire antitrust trial essentially mean and where is it at the moment? Joining us is Drumil, a tech and AI data science expert. He's joining us from Atlanta this morning. Thanks very much, Drumil, for speaking with NDTV. Break it down for our viewers. A new antitrust trial as far as Google is concerned. A, what are the specifics of the trial that you can share with us? And B, what are the sort of, wider ramifications of this trial as far as a free market space on the internet is concerned?
Yeah, perfect. So thank you so much for having me. So this antitrust lawsuit against Google is quite a significant moment, right? At its core, it raises concerns about how dominant tech companies like Google can influence their own competition and consumer choice. The claim is that Google's search engine monopoly has stifled competitors and limited innovation in their own tech space. And this could have real consequences for both businesses and consumers as a lack of competition, which often leads to fewer choices and higher costs. The case itself isn't just about the tech industry, it's a reflection of how our society is grappling with the balance of power between corporations and the public. And it kind of asks us to consider the impact of technology on our daily lives and how we assess information on how companies shape the digital landscape. That being said, these legal challenges can also open doors for more competition and innovation, which is ultimately good for consumers and people like us. So it's quite a complex issue, and this lawsuit could set a precedent of how we could handle tech monopolies in the future.
Right. This is the second antitrust trial in a certain sense, and what the US judge is essentially going to decide on is, the online advertising monopoly. How do you look at that claim of Google being the sort of monopoly, and how do you think this trial going forward will impact that?
Yep, absolutely. So the second issue that often comes up with Google is, especially in the antitrust discussion, is the dominance in the online advertising market. So Google controls over a large portion of in the digital and the ecosystem through their Google Ads, YouTube, and its advertisement network that places advertisements across the web. And this has led to concerns about an online advertisement monopoly. So here how it works, Google not only runs the most popular search engine, but it also controls key parts of the advertisement tech pipeline. Advertisers use Google's tools to buy ads, and websites often use Google's platforms to sell advertisement space. This means that Google is involved in almost every step of the online advertising process, from how ads are placed to how they are priced. Critics argue that this creates a situation where Google can manipulate prices, squeeze out competitors, and collect enormous amounts of data. Smaller businesses, as they rely on online advertising, might be forced to use Google services because of its reach and influence, and even if they would prefer other options. So, this lawsuit in September 24 has a scrutiny on Google's advertisement monopoly, are aimed at breaking down their dominance, ensuring that the competitors have a fair shot at participating in the digital space, which would ideally lead to more competition, innovation, and better choices in the ecosystem.